Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you. Hello again. What can I do for you? Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone is?
We came here to get away from the fighting.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Turn Logain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Logain straight soon enough.
So you're here looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, then?
I am indeed. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
Tell me more about this urn.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
I would like to hear what you have learned.
If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives.
Who is Sir Henrik?
My fellow knight and traveling companion. He is delayed, though.
Your friend is dead. I have something of his.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I've dealt with the bandits that killed him.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
So, your quest for the ashes brought you here.
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Join you if Link the Darkspawn, then?
My mission takes priority, but I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts.
I was hoping to meet the Arl, in fact.
Why is that, if I may ask?
We need his help against the Turn.
I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tern Logain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tern has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Is there any point in going to Redcliffe? He's so ill.
He may be dead already. Or perhaps his luck has changed in the weeks I have been gone.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
I should go.
With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
Only one person witnessed Maverick's betrayal. Well, that's actually a lie. Because he had to betray Andraste to someone. Those people also watched the betrayal, unless you don't consider them persons. A childhood how are the ages? A childhood friend of Maferath, he accompanied his chief to a meeting with the Tevinters, not realizing what was planned. When he understood, didn't I already read this? Yeah. They gave me the same fucking codex. I have new ones here. Lothering. In ancient times, Lothering was little more than a trading post that served the fortress of Ostakar to the south. Nowadays, it is larger, serving Redcliffe and the community of merchants on the surface dwarves near Orzammar. Its location on the North Road gives it strategic value, so control of Lothering has historically been a matter of contention between the southern Banord and the South Reach Arling. King Kalnehad himself stepped in and awarded the town to the South Reach in the Exalted Age, which has largely ended the feud, or at least the appearance of it. The pursuit of knowledge, the travels of a Chantry scholar by Brother Gingivitis. Holy shit. Queen Anora. We've been given the gift of freedom by our forebears. Let us squander it. The only child of the war hero Logain MacTeer, Anora has never been one to stay quietly in the background. It is common knowledge that in the 5 years Anora and Kaelan held the throne together, she was the one wielding the power. She's held in much higher esteem than her husband by the people of Ferelden, nobility and commoners alike, and commands the respect even of foreign nations, having once inspired Empress Celine of Orlais to declare Anora of Ferelden is a solitary rose among brambles. Arl Emin, he fell ill with a mysterious condition that even magic could not treat. Logain returned to Denerim and declared himself the regent to his daughter, Queen Anora, demanding that Ferelden follow him against the Darkspawn, upsetting a great many of the bands. Bantig and Gerrin. The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it. The younger brother of Al-Eamon of Redcliffe and uncle to King Kaelan, Tegan holds the Banon of Rainsphere, a tiny province of Redcliffe's squeezed between the Frostback Mountains and Lake Callinghat. Van Tegan avoids the Denerim court, except to go hunting with his nephew, and rarely makes himself heard at Landsmeet, preferring to leave politics to his brother. Okay.
And when the Maker spoke,
It's terrible. So many come to Lothering, seeking refuge, only to find that we can offer little more than prayer. Does the Maker see our plight? Is he moved by this destruction? I apologize. The Maker's plan is too grand for me to fathom, especially at times like this.
Who is in charge here?
The revered mother presides over the Chantry, and Ser Bryant leads the few Templars guarding us.
What are those priests chanting exactly?
The Chant of Light. Surely you know it.
I would like to learn more.
The chant is our devotion to the Maker, our first commandment as followers of his prophet Andraste. The entire chant takes weeks to sing, and is only done straight through at the Grand Cathedral in Val Royeaux. Here we can only sing a few verses per week, and finish anew each first day.
Tell me more about the chant.
When the prophet Andraste was burned by the Magisters, the Maker turned away from his creations. We gain his forgiveness by spreading Andraste's teachings. The Maker will return when the chant is sung from the four corners of the world.
The chant of lies. More like it. The chant of lies. That seems like an excuse to spread the Chantry's influence.
Would you see someone's soul denied the Maker's light just for the misfortune of having been born outside the Chantry's influence? Everyone deserves redemption, my friend.
I should go.
May the Maker watch over you.
You ever wonder if that's an accurate likeness of Andraste? Maybe she was ugly. Maybe she had buck
Those who have sinned,
How will
be
we know?
forgiven.
Fools. Praying for help from a prophet they burned, and a god who has turned his back on them not once, but twice.
May the light of the Maker guide your path.
And then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven.
I'm sorry, but I must prepare the Chantry's vestments before we flee. There is very little time.
Be humble. Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
And when the Maker spoke, the chant of light scattered in the darkness.
Again.
Word dispelled fear and ignorance. Let those who cry out from the shadows come. Those who seek
They really wanted you to get that.
sin, be forgiven.
Okay. Nelson Mage. Or 25 magic. Need to remember that. $25 magic it is. That is really awesome. The caster inscribes a glyph on the ground that for 20 seconds knocks back enemies unless they pass a physical resistance check. So basically you can create a choke point. If cast over a gift of paralysis, all targets within 5 yards will be paralyzed for 20 seconds. That is fucking amazing.
And then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And then shall the chant of light make him pure. Let all mankind be humble. Let all
Let us see what happens if I cast it here.
And when the Maker spoke, chant of light scattered in the darkness. The word dispelled fear and ignorance.
As you say.
Let those who cry out from the
Very well.
come. Those who seek redemption.
No. No, let's read that spell combinations. The magic power of a glyph derives from the purity of its shape. When two glyphs overlap their lines, they become confused, particularly when the glyph effects are directly opposed, as the glyph of paralysis and the glyph of repulsion. The Magic has no choice but to dissipate instantly and explosively.
Delivered. Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
And when the chant spreads across all
That is an amazing spell.
rise at last to the ears of the Maker. Let him hear our unwavering faith. Let him hear our righteous dedication. Perseverance.
And then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And then shall the chant of light make it pure.
It will
Let
be
all
done.
mankind be humble. Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
Holy shit, I also get paralyzed.
And when the chant spreads across all four corners of the world, let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker. Let him hear our unwavering faith. Let him hear our righteous dedication and enduring perseverance.
And then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And then shall the chant of light make it pure. Let all mankind be humble. Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
Spreads across all four corners of the world.
The Schism of the Imperial Chantry. The Imperial Chantry. There are those who would tell you that the Chantry is the same everywhere, as it is here, that the divine in Val Royeaux reigns supreme in the eyes of the Maker, and that this fact is unquestioned throughout Vedas. Do not believe it. The Maker's second commandment, magic must serve man, not rule over him, never held the same meaning within the ancient Imperium as it did elsewhere. The Chantry there interpret the rule as meaning that mages should never control the minds of other men, and that otherwise their magic should benefit the rulers of men as much as possible. When the clerics of the Tevinter altered the chant of light to reflect this interpretation of the commandment, the Ivan in Val Royeaux ordered the clerics to revert to the original chant. They refused, claiming corruption within Val Royeaux, an argument that grew until, in 487 Towers, the Chantry in Tevinter elected its own legitimate and uncorrupted divine Valhail, who was not only male but also happened to be one of the most prominent members of the Tevinter Circle of Mage. This black divine was reviled outside Tevinter, his existence an offense to the Chantry in Val Royeaux. After Fall exacted marches to dislodge these rebels, all the Chantry in Val Royeaux accomplished was to cement the separation. While most aspects of the Imperial Chantry's teachings are the same, prohibitions against magic have been weakened, and male priests have become more prevalent. The Circle of Magi today rules the Inter directly, even ever since the Archon Nomaran was elected in 734 Storm, directly from the ranks of the Enchanters, to the great applause from the public. He dispenses with the old rules for being mages from taking part in politics. Within a century, the true rulers within the various imperial houses, the mages, took their places openly within the government. The imperial divine is now always drawn from the ranks of the first enchanters and operates as divine and grand enchanter both. This is utter heresy to any member of the Chantry outside the Winter. A return to the old days of the Magisters, which brought their lights upon us. But it exists, and even though we've left the Tainter Imperium to the mercies of the Dread Kunari, still they have endured. Further confrontation between the Black Divine and our so-called White Divine is inevitable. From the Edicts of the Black Divine by Father David of Carinus. I guess he is from the Tainter Imperium. Makes sense. Well, That is something I did not. If cast of all targets, I guess I'm also a target. Let me see if I can put the glyph of repulsion first. And then this.
Only the word dispels the darkness.
Hello, Paisian, how are you? Yeah, it works. I think that's a better way to do this, actually.
And when the chant spreads across all four corners of the world, let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker.
Because
let him hear our
the
unwavering
glyph of
faith.
repulsion
Let him hear our
stays for 20 seconds. I
and
could, in
enduring
fact, I'm very good. I haven't died amazingly. Well, only once, but since I restarted, I haven't died once so far, which is something I didn't expect, really. So I was saying, this stays for 20 seconds, so I could cast it, then wait until it is out to fade. Let me see if it shows it's out to fade. Until it is out 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi, 14 Mississippi. No, it just disappears instantly. And it doesn't last 10, 20 seconds, at least not by my count. So it just disappears. Yeah, I could cast it, let it repel people, and then drop the paralysis one on top of it when it's about to disappear. That would be the most logical way to go about that. Alright, let's talk to the repeat mother.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here.
5 to the Chantry? Are you joking?
A great number of people could be fed and clothed for a fraction of your finery. But you must do as your heart wills. What can I do for you, then?
Nothing of importance.
Begone, then. I have important work to finish.
This is awesome.
Rise at last to the ears of the Maker. Let him hear our unwavering faith. Let him hear our...
Why does it take so long to load? I think increases the effectiveness of potions, poultices, and salves. So determine the spell power. Let me see what he's selling. Maybe he has distillation agents.
Hello, friend. Care to take advantage of your discount?
Yes, indeed.
This way. And beware the urchins.
Dwarven Mole. See Alistair. No. I have 19 gold? Okay. Holy shit. She can use it. It's actually really good. I can also use it. What does she have? Now she has the same as me. Spirit damage. I think she would benefit more from this than me. Okay, let's take it into account. Not going to rush and buy something just because it seems nice enough. I want to see the rest of the Kunari Commandeer Globes. This is new. This is from the mod. Surely it is. Holy shit. 43 strength. Yeah, that's from the mod, without doubt. Blue steel. Swift Salve grants the users more movement, more attack speed, and more aiming speed for 2 minutes. That I'm not sure that existed. Let me watch. Let me search here. I'm not sure that exists. Those kinds of things I won't use. Swift Salve. If they didn't exist in the Dragon Age. It is! Holy crap! It's an item in Dragon Age Origins. It grants the uses. Like haste, it actually slows down aim speed. Holy shit! Amazing! Okay. Then let's buy it, because that sounds pretty useful. A gift, why not? Maybe I can give them the gifts and then insult them. Okay, let's buy all the poultices and all those things. The less I have to craft, the better. Lyrium potion, yes please. I salve worm. This no, because why not? Yeah, let's get all that. Will come in handy, I'm sure. Corruptor agent. Something else I should say. I'm going to rotate. Fuck, he doesn't have this stealing agent. I'm going to rotate the party quite tight and not in any logical fashion, I should say. It's just going to be based on. We should buy it, why not? So I have 11. Still, I can still buy the stuff, I think. Let's keep that stuff in mind. Every time that the change party thing appears, every time it appears, I will switch one party member. Doesn't matter when it happens. Every time that happens, and I won't activate it, I should say. That's something else. Every time the game prompts it. For example, when
I almost feel sorry for the Kunari locked in that cage. It won't be able to defend itself from the Darkspawn.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Oh, we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
Yeah, I won't... I won't be doing that. But... let's say when I leave camp, every time you leave camp, there is a prompt that says... yeah, Morrigan is really tough. Tough as nails, isn't her, Jason?
Oh, don't mind us. Just talk, that's all. Best be careful.
Greetings, my lord. Greetings, my lord.
But basically that's what I'm going to do. Because last time I stuck with the same party for the whole game, basically. And I missed a lot of things, I'm sure. So I will just randomly switch to keep it interesting.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
What do you need traps for?
Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.